You'll make a fine rug, cat.
Wow, I'm actually impressed you could say that while his head was flying through the air. I'll eat your baked potatoes. How about that? When we last left Steve, the dragon cat, we had made our way to Markarth in the hopes of taking on the final Thieves Guild special quest. But we are idiots and we forgot to pick it up. But it did mean that we could head out and do the Saints and Seducers continuation of that quest, and we took on Kenneth? Let's just call him Ken. We took him on and his saints and murderized them and found out some more information about where all of this strange gear from the plains of Oblivion had arrived from. It was in fact the sewers in Solitude. Now we also have a quest to find out who the blacksmith is, which we will also do. But right now we're back in Riften because, like I mentioned before, I'm a massive idiot. We were meant to grab this quest. We forgot to do it. Nothing else has been sort of handed in. I did head between all the different towns and villages and cities and basically pumped all of our investment into every single shop we could find that would take it. We do have the skill points reassigned now. So speech is back down to... Oh, we got the little boost from Mara, I think it is. I think it's the Mara boost that we got. But we've put those into light armor and a little bit of two-handed, I believe. So light armor now is more effective, which is fantastic because it means that we could very quickly switch over from heavy armor. And heavy armor is at 98, I want to say. Yes, 98. So we're not too far off getting that to 100, and then we can... I don't know if we want to reset that straight away or not. I kind of do. I kind of think we should. Yeah, maybe we should. We'll reset that one, because that one we can kind of, you know, level up again pretty quickly, I think. I hope. Yeah, so I think the next one that we're going to be probably maxing and then getting rid of is pickpocket, right?
So, you're...
Tanelia, you got some stuff. Again, you have. Let's sell off a bunch of our crap that we don't need before we head out on this quest. And we do need to remember, talk to Delvin. Don't do it again. You giant idiot. Right. Right. How are these looking? 166. What's this? What's the armor there? 296. Wow, it's still a bit of a jump. But I think if we get the... I guess if we get the little max armor thing, then hopefully it won't be too much of a jump. What's the special request?
Head out to Markarth and speak to Endon.
I don't remember the Markarth one, to be honest.
He has some kind of
I remember the
shop
other
there.
ones.
His father was a good friend of the guild back in the day, but we could really use his family's influence back on our side.
Yeah, alright.
Could I give you a little tip?
No, you cannot.
Job you can get,
Bye, Delvin.
or else you'll end up a beggar.
So, we took this on the episode that we had to get rid of, because I was not particularly well. Feeling a little better today. Not 100%, but, you know, we're getting there. We're getting there. So, I know what happens in this quest. I know, because of another lost episode, it's going to be very easy. Don't know if you remember back when we bought the Lakeview Manor. There's a little cabin there. I can't remember what it's called. But we wandered in there. Well, I wandered in there. You guys weren't there for that because the recording corrupted. Joys of recording. It's not happened very often, but it did happen then. We picked up a curious silver mold, and when I last went to do this quest, and the other episode that we've got rid of, we redid, where do we need to go? Markarth. I know that I've already got the thing that we need to basically finish this quest pretty quickly, but we do have a lot of quests in Markarth which we can do. So we might crack on with those. I know this won't take too long. And then we can actually sort of push forward on the Thieves Guild stuff a little bit. Oh god, I'm hungry. Right, let's head in to the pub, because that is where we will find our lovely contact, Right. In we go.
Come on in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong drink.
I believe he's sat
and
over
clean
here.
rooms.
He is. Hello.
Kira runs our jewelry stall in the
Delvin
Oh,
sent
thank
me.
goodness. I wasn't sure where else to turn.
Just stuff from
Several
the
months
beginning.
ago, I ordered a special silver mold from some artisans in Valenwood by way of a Khajiit caravan. Well, it never arrived. Later, I found out that it was robbed by a group of bandits led by someone named Regal Strongarm.
Regal. I've been calling her Rigel. I just thought it was a derivation of Nigel, right? Why do you need the guild's help?
Look, I talked to the Jarl, the steward, the housecarl, everyone. They all told me their resources were spread too thin right now.
Yeah, the Civil War's going to do
Word on the
that.
street says that the Thieves Guild is coming back into its own in Markarth. So I figured...
Send a thief to steal back what was stolen?
Exactly. Look, this mold is irreplaceable. I'll pay you well for its return, and I can also prove to be quite a valuable ally to the Thieves Guild.
Sure. Well, you're in luck. I happen to already have
You've
it.
more than proven that the Thieves Guild is back on its feet in our city, and earned every bit of your reward. Tell Delvin that he can count on me to provide the influence around here with the right people when he needs it. If you're ever looking to sell any illegally obtained merchandise, I'd also provide my services as a fence. It's the least I can do.
Oh, that's very good. How's business? Don't really need to end ask that.
Delvin's new arrangements working
The
out
one from
quite
the
well.
market.
Right, let's go talk to this guy. Clutter?
This is the
I'd like a room.
sure thing. It's yours.
Gee, I don't need a... I've got a
I'll
house.
show you to your room.
What's that?
Right this way.
Looter's Note. No good work in the Reach. The mines pay dung for wages, and the farm's even less than that. I thought I scored it big when I got a job working for this blind noble, but he fired me on account of me being a gloomy sort. He said he couldn't hear my smile. What? I don't even know what that means. My ears don't have teeth. Anyways, the short of it is I'm tired of this life. I want some easy gold. There's an old tower south of here called Reachwind Eyrie that looks like it's full of loot. We need a couple of others, me and a couple of us are thinking about raiding the place and nabbing everything that isn't bolted down. It's going to be first come, first serve, but if any of you other worthless drunks want to lend a hand, we could always use more. Huh.
Remember, ale is cheaper than blood in
Oh,
Markarth.
it's a quest. Alright, cool. Let's do that. And then we could probably crack on with the Saints and Seducers. Or maybe we do that first. I don't know. Let's have a sleep. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I want to know where the Saints and Seducers things are. I think the blacksmith is out near Whiterun, I want to say, and we know that the other part is in Solitude.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Oh, I'm so hungry. Let's have some food before we get to. Is that peckish? Okay, now that should be well fed. Yes, right. Let's have a look at our map, right? We want to go to world map. We've got that one, return to Risard. And then we've also got that one. I mean, where's the blacksmith one? Have we got that? Is that a miscellaneous? It might be a miscellaneous one. It seems to have disappeared. Oh, there we go. Yofton's notes. Where's that? Let's have a look. So that is... Risard is over by... kind of... Oh man, they're really close together at the moment. That would actually be kind of cool to get done, but they are relatively far. Where if we're going for this new one... Mightier than the sword. I don't think I wonder if this is content creation stuff. Yeah, that's not far at all. Let's go there. Let's go there. Right. Oh, geez. What's going on with the colour? That was weird. To me, does it feel real saturated?
Right in... My daughter adopted...
That's better. Oh, it's 1 in the morning. Okay, that's fine.
No shipments coming in, so I do nothing.
Let's see if we can get out there by day's break. Still looking for a companion. I know there was a guy in Rorikstead that we helped out that I kind of feel like it could be quite a good one to do. Right, we want to go to... Oh, geez. Horse, what are you doing? Right, there we go. Cloppers is on a mission. Right, I think it's across this river, isn't it? It's over this way somewhere. Or is it across that bridge down there? Oh, come on. There we go. Yeah, down here. Yeah, let's check out this. This is interesting because I've never done this before. I don't know what this quest is. It's a real shame we lost footage, and it's kind of not, well, kind of backfired, I guess. Like it's an unfortunate thing that's happened, but it does mean we've missed out a little bit on the Thieves Guild stuff. Not ideal. So would it be down here? I think it must be. It must be over by the bridge towards the Skyhaven Temple, right? Who are you? You're the farmer. Still going, still can't find solitude, huh? Fair enough. Alright, we've got... Oh, it is up above there. We got to go through Reachwater... We must have to go through Reachwater Rock, right? I mean, that makes sense. Let's get off here. Ooh, we're chilly. Reachwater Rock. I do like these caves that wrap around to like bigger dungeons. It's just, I don't know, there's something nice about it. You've got that extra bit of exploration, I guess. A lot of mushrooms, I'm digging it. I'll grab a bunch of those because we do need to do a bit more alchemy to get to 100 on that as well. And honestly, shrooms, probably the way to go. Plenty of them. There we go, Mirror's Rot, Imp Stool. More imp stool. Ooh, a little mushroom nook. Take it. Man, there is quite a bit actually. I'm very distracted by it. Orichalcum, don't really need that. There we go, Namir's Rot. Bleeding Crown. It's all looking pretty good. Ooh. Hey, adventurer. Potions of minor healing, I'll take it. Emerald Dragon Claw and an ancient edict. Let this place be forgotten forever. Let it be struck from the rolls of history. Let it never be spoken of by man or mare. Let its very name be lost to the ages. Ye who enter here know. This place was sealed at great price. Honor those who perished here, turn back, and leave them to their rest. This feels kinda Golderson-y. Is this the last one of the Golderson ones that we need to do? Maybe. Maybe it is, I don't know. Let's find out. Okay, Emerald Claw, we need to have a look at that. Is that in Misk? I believe it is. Coral, Emerald Dragon Claw. We got a bear, we got a fish, we got a snake thing? Guess snake? Right. Bear. Fish. And there we go. Very nice. Oh. Oh crap. Whoa. What the hell? What do we need for this one? Ivory Claw. Okay, so this is a Golderson one, but we don't have all the claws with us. So that is something we will have to leave, but cool to know nonetheless. I'm guessing this doesn't wrap around then into Reachwind Eyrie. We might have to go up the hill for that. Alright, Well, I guess we go back to Skyriming our way around town. Let's have a look. We've got a horse. We've got the ultimate vehicle here. We can do it. Come on, cloppers. Oh, we're clipping through the world, but we did it. Oh, Skyrim. I love how ridiculous you are. Oh, shit, what's going on here? This must be them, right? Let's help the Empire out here. There's another one down. Oh, we got the backstab. Oh. Well, you're welcome, officers. Didn't mean to get on my horse. I was actually meaning to loot the bodies. We haven't put our helmet on either. Let's do that. There we go. Bit of venison, nothing really useful. War axe. What have you got? Shaman, nothing. You gonna tell us anything?
Help. Not many willing to take on the Forsworn these days.
Yeah, well, I'm the Dragonborn of Legend, so we're all good. Let's take that. Hello. Coin purse, nothing else. Satchel, gold, magic potion. Cool, cool. Hilda. Jesus, Hilda. Right, okay. Let's teleport Hilda out of the way. Because she's very keen to just... there we go, right. Just keen to be involved. She's happy to be involved, you know? Death Blow of Ebernanet. I'll read that later, I think. That can be a book for today. Still, I've been meaning to do it for a while, but I keep forgetting, is I still need to go and make the list. I've got a list of books, I just haven't put it into Excel to make a spreadsheet yet. Right, how do we get up there? I guess we get back on our horse. Whoop. There we go. Good luck, gentlemen. There must be like a little path through the mountains here. That looks promising. Ooh. Oh, perfect. Fingers crossed I'm correct and this does actually... yeah, this looks like a proper path. There we go. Oh, this is the stronghold, isn't it? So then Reachwind Eyrie, is that it there? Haven't we been here? Isn't this like the old Dwarven Tower? We have been here. What's going on here? A looter. Get a looter down. The gold, lockpicks, I'll take them. Oh, brutal. Makes more sense with a sword, though. Oh, what did I pick up there? Longbow? No. Pick up a weapon? No, it must have been apparel. Fair armor. There we go. Drop that. Cool. Well, let's see what this whole quest is about, then. Because we have been here. And there was nothing of any sort for us before. Oh, hello. Oh, no, that's... what? That... Let's turn me right around. Oh, okay, right. Let's go up. There we go. Oh, jeez. Wow, okay. Pick up the leftover loot. Sure, we got a common soul gem, we got a chest. Get this unlocked. There we go. Another common soul gem. Bit of loot we can enchant, that's all good. Iron mace. Struts. Cassival's note. Over the course of his life, a man wears many faces and goes by many names. Son, father, fugitive, bandit. Never thought I would include Argonian... Oh, he's an Argonian among these titles, but so it goes. When Palladius taught me how to write, I didn't think I'd take it to it the way I have. Maybe if the gods had given me a pen instead of a sword, I would have spent my life writing books instead of sacking caravans. Well, too late to whine about it now. As for the name, it came from a conversation I had with Pale Eyes one night at the Grey Mare in Coral. I asked him why Argonian names were so literal, and his reply was, "Why aren't yours?" I laughed, realizing I was bested, so I asked him to give me an Argonian... Oh, so he's not Argonian. One that suited someone of my ilk, and so from then on I was Gathers the Coin. Ah, the funny thing about the Argonian name is I wasn't sure if it was meant to define the person I was or the one I aspired to be. I suppose the point is moot now. I'll probably die in this tower without a septum to my name, but at least if I keep writing, people will know my story and know that we once lived. Interesting. Strange but interesting. What have we got? Soldier helmet, gyros, boots. Oh, there he is, Casafal. Crimson Dirks, Volume 9. I'll have a read of that. I'll eat that. Some of that. Take those. Yeah, we looted you. So, what was I looking for there? Was it the... It can't be the Dwarven plate boots, right? Because we've seen those before. We've not really... Yeah, they're pretty standard. We've seen those. So maybe it was the Crimson Dirks book that we need to read. Where is that? Crimson Dirks Volume 9? Where did that go? Is it the Crimson Dirks? It might be. There we go. Volume 9. Gathers the Coin. Tyra had forgotten which heist was her favourite. Perhaps it was the time they stole a wagon worth of silks from the desert palaces of Dune. Maybe it was when they burrowed a tunnel into the warehouse of the East Empire Company, siphoning crate after crate while the wardens stood mindlessly at the door. Or could it be she preferred the more violent raids, like the sacking of the Argonian supply caravans, or the attacks on cargo ships leaving the Imperial City waterfront? Or perhaps, if she looked back far enough, her fondest memories would find her in the streets of Balmora, robbing travellers at knife point. For some reason it was this version of her, this long-forgotten stranger, that seemed the most vivid now. Gone was the refined, thoughtful countenance of a leader, and in its place a hungry, ash-hewn child who had far more courage than sense. As she closed her eyes, she could still feel the smooth, polished surface of the ruby the noble dropped in her palm, and how it felt like nothing of this world. It was not the price or the feel, but the colour of the ruby that she remembered most. The blades of crimson burned into the glass, like the fire of the Red Mountain. "Why do you think it is," she asked Ezreal, "that our thoughts turn to the past when our lives are so close to death?" "I suppose because it's pointless for a dead man to look forward," replied the bandit. "That is wise, that is true," his Ultima frame filling the breadth of her door. "But I take it you didn't summon me to talk about old times." "Aliel says the city guard knows about the hideout. They plan to raid the place in 3 days." "So they will," Ezreal replied, his face unflinching. "What of the spoils?" "We can't take it with us," Tyra lamented, "but I'll be damned if I let them have it. We give what we can to the beggars and toss the rest into the bay before we leave." "As you wish," said the High Elf. "And where will you go?" "Our best chance is north," Tyra said, tracing her dagger up the map. "The Jarls are fractured. It's only a matter of time before the whole province is at war. But we'll have to move in small groups and find our own way once we cross the border. No contact." Tyra knew Ezreal would take to the news better than the rest. While Bjorman, Skjold, and Palladius were the muscle, they always made an effort to bond with the group. The High Elf, on the other hand, never felt at ease with the other bandits. If this were any other business, perhaps she would have tried to reach him. But tenderness was not a virtue for killers and thieves. Ezreal nodded and took his leave, leaving Tyra alone in the quiet. If this exchange taught her anything, she still needed a moment before telling the others. She had always been an expert at masking her emotions, but the sadness wore plainly on her face. Perhaps this situation called for that girl from Balmora, and not the weary woman who sat in her stead. Steeling herself, Tyra placed the dirk and the ruby in her pouch and stepped away from the map. They would head for the border tomorrow, leaving behind much of the past but the future still unwritten. Okay, so what was the quest though? What are we doing? Pick up the leftover loot. So there's the other loot that we need to pick up here. I don't understand. I don't understand at all. Have we got to pick up all of it? Let's just unhook these. Is there something else we're missing here? Yeah, it might be busted. It might be broken. I don't see anything for us to take here. We took the boots. There's nothing more here. Scrap metal. Do we have to take all of it? I hope not. Let's have a look out here, see if there's anything out here. There is. A chest. Cool. Hopefully if we loot enough stuff from here, it's just going to automatically tick off. Otherwise we might have to see... I don't even know if you can do it with the Crimson... with the content creator stuff. Creation Club stuff. Keep going at content creation. It's not. It's Creation Club. Let's do that there. There we go. Take the ruby. Elven sword. Chuck that off there. Ooh, my horse has been attacked by a bear. Yeah, what do we do there? Doesn't really feel like there's anything else to take. We got the dwarven plate boots and that's it. Is there some more stuff down here? No. Huh. Do we need to take the metal maybe? Let's take as much of this stuff as we can. I don't know what we can smelt down and what we can't smelt down, so we'll do our best. A cup, we don't need that. Scrap metal. We've got the plate metal up here. Oh, it's all heavy shit though. Good lord, it's heavy. Right. Carry some stuff for me, please. I'm going to give you as much of the Dwemer stuff as I can and hope for the best. Weight 2, that's no good. We want to get rid of the scrap stuff, the large Dwemer struts. Yeah, look at that, 20. 15. Where's the solid Dwemer medal? 25. Give you that as well. Right, we're just over. I'll give you all of those. Alright. I think that's it. I can't see anything else that's useful there. I'll have to try and work that out, I guess. Is it going to update at all? No. Ha. How strange. We might have to go back there and hope that other stuff has spawned in. Because otherwise I don't know what we're supposed to do. Where's my horse gone? Wow, that's kind of left us up shit creek, isn't it? I guess we leave that one for now. We try and figure that out. Find the body of a bandit. Pick up the leftover loot. There has to be something there, right? We must have missed something. If not, we will check and just make sure that this isn't a broken quest. And surely if it's a quest, it's got some sort of quest ID and you can kind of forward it that way, right? Have I got to take everything out of this? No, everything is out of this. Liver, fork, an inkwell, a quill, gyro. Yeah, there's really nothing else for us to grab here. The gear? You're not on anything, are you? Iron Warhammer of Fatigue. I mean, we don't need it, and there's nothing in here that really rings true as loot, so... What if we drop the boots and pick them up again? Is that going to work? It's a quest item. Yeah, so it must be to do with the plate armor, but I thought we could craft that already. Pass. Okay, we'll figure that out later. That's not what we need to worry about right now. Let's carry on with a different quest then. Maybe we do the balance of power and the blacksmith one, right? Yeah. Let's do those. So they're still on the way, aren't they? Where's the caravan gone? Oh, it is moving towards us. Okay, that's great, because we're going to meet up with them. Let's carry on. We did say we wanted to kind of keep a one-track mind when it came to quests, because we were picking up too many and not finishing any. So maybe this is, you know, just the world's way of showing me that I need to kind of focus on what I'm doing, rather than just haphazardly doing quests willy-nilly. Bit of a shame we've lost our horse, though. But plus side, a bit more combat experience. Right, down to the road. So have we got whirlwind sprint on? We've got whirlwind sprint on. Whoa, 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 whoa! Who are you? Oh, it's the headless horseman again. You know, we've never seen this. I've never seen this in the 12 years I've played the game. Well, I guess since I last played the game. And now, we've seen it twice in the course of like 2 weeks. He's too fast for us to shout at, fortunately. I wonder if he can be killed. Probably not, right? It feels like it's meant to be more of a radiant thing that you see rather than that you have a chance to interact with. We are slowly, steadily catching up though. But we also can't shout because Rassard is right ahead of us.
That takes care of that.
Rassard,
This one needs something?
I've taken care of the Saints and
Excellent.
Seducers.
And now, please, accept this token of appreciation.
Sure can, brother. Well, what have you got for sale?
Take a look.
We can probably sell some stuff to you. Let's sell to you some scrap metal, some... Wow, we've got so many gems, good lord. Scrap metal, and I think we've got some struts, have we? And we pawn them all off. We pawn them all off. Plate metal, we'll sell that. And then we probably sell some potions. We've probably got a few of those to still sell off. Yeah, regen staminas. We'll give you a good deal on them. You can have an extra bit of gold from that. There we go. Thanks, Rassard. Ah, you too. You too. Whoa! Is it supposed to do that? Did you see that? The ghost literally shot itself into space. Is it because it was attacked by the bird? That was weird. I don't think it was supposed to do that. Or is that just how it despawns in the morning? It flies off into the sky. Because it is morning now, like daybreak has just broken. How bizarre. Oh. Hello. Come on, let me steal from you. Hello. Come here. There we go. Oh, you got nothing. Boo. That's no good. What's the point of being a travelling noble if you don't have goods on you for me to steal? I feel let down. I feel disappointed. We need to be on the lookout for Jazbay grapes as well. I don't really know where they spawn. Or where they grow, I should say. Grab some stuff along the way. Oh, another burr. Wow, Tamriel was onto something. There's just way too many burrs around here. There we go. I wonder if Timber knows. Every time we kill a burr, I wonder if she gets like a little tingle. It's a little tingle to say, ooh, ooh, the bird population just dropped a little bit. Don't know what's up there. Another bird, that's what's up there. Oh well. Guess it's closer to that level 100 heavy armor. What do we do once we've leveled it up? Do we put our steel soldier armor away? Do we sell it? I think we put it away. Put it on a display somewhere. Because it's relatively nice stuff. Oh, just the one wolf. Okay. Oh, we got a dragon screaming around as well. Probably need to hit a quick save at some point. Let's hit a quick save now, just in case. You know, some random crap happens to us. Dragon seems to be keeping its distance for now. So let's focus on getting to these notes for the blacksmith, which... how far away are from that? Not too far. We've made decent progress. Let's put this away for now. Whoa! What have we got here? Forsworn against what? Some orc hunters. Oh, you guys with the 2 weapons. Chill. There you go. Right. Yeah, they must have run off. You're not going to check your fallen comrade? Huh? No? Guess not. Any good stuff? Amethyst, I'll take that. Orc Hunter, what have you got? Nothing we need. Alright, well that's fine. Let's get a little heal on. Have a bit more of a run. Ah, there's our dragon friend. Don't know what's going on today. I keep smashing my hand against stuff. My coordination is terrible. Ah! Oh, here we go. Let's get our... let's drop a save. Might try and get a screenshot around here if I can. And let's get our shield. See what kind of dragon we've got today. How's our sword? It needs recharging. We'll do a black soul gem. And we'll get Dragon Rend. We'll smash you in the face with that. What are you? Where are you going to land? Up there? Oh, fuck me. Right, how do I get up there? You ass. Come back here. I call you a coward, sir. A coward. Ugh. You'll fight. Yeah, you'll. Get back here. Jerk. Yes, alright. What are we? Oh, it's a named dragon. Very weak. Voljarnik. 4 strikes, wow. Alduin, you need to up your game, my friend. These guys are not particularly good. Kind of letting you down a little bit. Voljarnik. There was a tower there. I didn't actually notice that as we walked past. Maybe we want to check that out too. Ugh, and the caravan as well. See what's going on there. Yeah, what is this tower? How do we get up there? Up here, maybe? Can we actually climb that? I don't think we can. Oh, maybe. Oh, yeah, Skyrim. Haha. Part mountain goat, part cat. What is this? A little fort of some sort. Fort Sungard. Huh. This feels like it's, what, Civil War stuff, maybe? Maybe. Oh, no, there's people we don't like in here. Yeah, Fort Sungard. Where did they all go? Are they up on the walls?
You'll make a fine run, cat.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Casual racism aside, not cool. Ah, it's Forsworn. Well, we can deal with that. Right. Happily take down some Forsworn. Clear this out. Yeah, we'll do that. That'll be our thing for today. We'll clear out Fort Sungard, right?
Damn you!
Yeah. Nothing on you. There are. This is quite a big fort. This feels like it's probably going to be useful later on. Like, it feels like it's a Civil War thing. Like one of the forts that you take over later in the game. But I think then the game automatically assigns it to either the Imperials or Stormcloaks, right? So the Forsworn will be out of here anyway. So in a way we are kind of getting a free dungeon out of it, right? Who is saying... Oh, there you are, you absolute ass. Come here.
I'll kill you!
No, you will not. Thank you very much. Okay, we've got one more out here, and then we can kind of have a look inside. Where are you? You're running away. Oh, you're over there. Yeah, this is absolutely a Civil War one. Look at all the barricades.
Gods, damn you! You'll make a fine rug, cat!
Wow, I'm actually impressed you could say that while his head was flying through the air. I'll eat your baked potatoes. How about that? Alright, let's check this place out. Good a place as any. Let's have a quick run through and maybe hopefully finish before the end of the episode. That'll come in handy for when we're doing the archery stuff. Right, we've got up here, we've got some stuff, nothing really useful. We've got the main part of the fort over here, haven't we? There was a little thing, a little trapdoor. Let's go in there. We'll go in there and we'll work our way around. Yeah, the muster. Is it the stables, the muster? I don't know. What's a muster? Skyrim. We've got a bunch of chests. These have all got a bit of stuff in it. Huh. All good stuff. Still good stuff. Oh, yeah. I'm okay with that. What do we got here? We've got less scabbard of Akrash. Oh, we need this. This is for the in Markov. Yeah, we'll take it. At least I think it is. What's the quest? Less scabbard of Akrash. Oh, we go to Gorza. So we've got that now as well we can turn in. Ha, huh, neat. Saves me looking for that. We've got nothing else in here. Some salmon steak, I'll take it. Some seared slaughterfish, sure. Taproot, I'll take it. Salt, garlic, grilled leeks, plain sweet rolls, don't really care for those. Salt. Potatoes, just gonna eat those. Scarf all the food down. At least they can't use it then. Not that they do in this game, to be honest. Is there actually anybody in here? Is this completely clear? This feels like it should have people in it, but it does not. Okay, so that's the muster done. Let's have a quick look around the rest of this place, right? Very strange. Oh god. There you go, right. Should look where I'm going and not the recording. Okay, so muster is clear. We now need to go to the fort proper, I would assume, which may be... What's out this way? What is that? Oh, that's the muster again, isn't it? Yeah, okay, we've been there. So I'm assuming it must be up now. Let's go up here. We've got the annex. Let's check the annex. If there's nobody in here, then we'll probably call it here pretty quick. If we don't find anyone here, we'll kind of leave it, and we'll investigate and loot in between episodes, because there's not really much to see. Nothing in here. What would the Forsworn do in here? They've not actually got any... It's a Skyrim. Some sort of laurel. Children's Annual makes you tactics. I'll take the ultimate healing. And I will take another ultimate healing. Sure. Bit of gold. Alright, there's no one in here as well, so I think what we'll do is we'll do a bit of a quick read. And then in between episodes I'm just going to run through, make sure there's nothing else. If I do find anything of interest, then I will save it and come back to it. But if we don't, then we'll continue this next episode. Right, so as we said, we'll finish with a bit of reading like we normally do. And we were going to read... What were we going to read? It was... We could read the... We might as well read the last Scabbard of a Crash, because we might not get that again for a while, if we're handing it in. By Tabar Vun Queed. For several warm summer days in the year 3rd era 407, a young pretty Dunmer woman in a veil regularly visited one of the master armourers in the city of Tyr. Is it Tyr? Yeah, it is a T, so Tyr. The locals decided that she was young and pretty by her figure and her poise, though no one ever saw her face. She and the armourer would retire to the back of his shop, and he would close down his business and dismiss his apprentices for a few hours. Wink wink, nudge nudge. Then at mid-afternoon she would leave, only to return at precisely the same time the next day. As gossip goes, it was fairly meagre stuff, though what the old man was doing with such a well-dressed and attractively proportioned woman was the source of several crude jokes. After several weeks the visit stopped, and life returned to normal in the slums of Tyr. It was not until a month or two after the visits had stopped that in one of the many taverns in the neighbourhood a young local tailor, having imbibed too much sauce, asked the armourer, "So whatever happened to your lady friend? You break her heart?" The armourer, well aware of the rumours, simply replied, "She is a proper young lady of quality. There was nothing between her and the likes of me." "What was she doing at your shop every day for?" asked the tavern wench, who had been dying to get the subject open. "If you must know," said the armourer, "I was teaching her the craft." "You're putting us on," laughed the tailor. "No, the young lady had a particular fascination with my particular kind of artistry," the armourer said, with a hint of pride before getting lost in the reverie. "I taught her how to mend swords specifically from all kinds of nicks and breaks. Hairline fissures, cracked pommels, quillons, and grips. When she first started, she had no idea how to secure the grips to the tang of the blade. Well, of course, she was green to start off with. Why wouldn't she be? But she weren't afraid to get her hands dirty. I taught her how to patch the little inlaid silver and gold filigree you find on really fine blades, and how to polish it all to a mirror sheen so the sword looks like the gods just pulled it from the celestial anvil." Tavern wench and the tailor laughed out loud. No matter what he alleged, the armourer was speaking of the young lady's training as another man speaks of a long-lost love. More of the locals in the tavern would have listened to the armourer's pathetic tale, but more important gossip had taken precedence. There was another murdered slave trader found in the centre of town, gutted from fore to aft. That made 6 of them total, in barely a fortnight. Some called the killer the Liberator. But that sort of anti-slavery zeal was rare among the common folk. They preferred calling him the Lopper, as several of the earlier victims had been completely beheaded. Others had simply been perforated, sliced or gutted, but the Lopper still kept his original sobriquet. while the enthusiastic hooligans made bets about the condition of the next slave trader's corpse. Several dozen of the surviving members of that trade were meeting at the manor house of Sir Dres Minogor. Minogor was a minor houseman of House Dres, but a major member of the slave trading fraternity. Perhaps his best years were behind him, but his associates still counted on him for wisdom. "We need to take what we know of this lopper and search accordingly," said Meingor, seated in front of his opulent hearth. "We know he has an unreasonable hatred of slavery and slave traders. We know he is skilled with a blade. We know he has stealth and finesse to execute our most well-secured brethren in their most secure abodes. It sounds to me to be an adventurer, an outlander. Surely no citizen of Morrowind would strike at us like this." The slave traders nodded in agreement. An outlander seemed most likely for their troubles. It was always true. "Were I 50 years younger, I would take down my blade a crash from the hearth." Meingor made an expansive gesture to the shimmering weapon, "and join you in seeking out this terror. Search him out where adventurers meet, taverns and guild halls, then show him a little lopping of my own." The slave traders laughed politely. "You wouldn't let us borrow your blade for the execution, I suppose, would you, Sarah?" asked Soron Jealous, a young toadying slaver, enthusiastically. "It would be an excellent use, Farcrash," sighed Meingor, "but I vowed to retire her when I retired." Meingor called for his daughter Pelia to bring the slavers more Flynn, but they waved the girl away. It was to be a night for hunting the lopper, not drinking away their troubles. Meingor heartily approved of their devotion, particularly as expensive as the liquor was getting to be. When the last of the slavers had left, the old man kissed his daughter on the head, took one last admiring look at her crash, and toddled off to his bed. No sooner had he done so than Pelia had the blade off the mantle and was flying with it across the field behind the manor house. She knew Khazar had been waiting for her for hours in the stables. He sprung out at her from the shadows and, wrapping his strong, furry arms around her, kissed her long and sweet. Holding him as long as she dared to, she finally broke away and handed him the blade. He tested its edge. "The finest Khajiiti swordsmith couldn't have an edge this keen," he said, looking at his beloved with pride. "And I know it nicked up good last night." "That you did," said Pelia. "You must have cut through an iron cuirass." "The slavers are taking precautions now," he replied. "What did they say during their meeting?" "They think it's an outlander adventurer," she laughed. "It didn't occur to any of them that a Khajiiti slave would possess the skill to commit all these loppings." "And your father doesn't suspect that it's his dear Crash that is striking into the heart of oppression?" "Why would he, when every day he finds it fresh as the day before? Now, I must go before anyone notices I'm gone. My nurse sometimes come in to ask me some detail about the wedding, as if I had any choice in the matter at all." "I promise you," said Kozak very seriously, "you will not be forced into any marriage to cement your family's slave-dealing dynasty. The last scabbard a crash will be your father's heart, and when you are an orphan, God, I said that weird, orphan, you can free the slaves, move to a more enlightened province, and marry who you like." "I wonder who that will be," Pelia teased and raced out of the stables. Just before dawn, Pelia awoke and crept out to the garden, where she found a crash hidden in the bittergreen vines. The edge was still relatively keen, but there were some scratches vertically across the blade's surface. Another beheading, she thought, as she took pumice stone and patiently rubbed out the marks, finally polishing it with a solution of salt and vinegar. It was up on the mantel in pristine condition when her father came into the sitting room for his breakfast. When the news came that Camillus Torum, Pelia's husband-to-be, had been found outside of a canton? His head on a spike some feet away. She did not have to pretend to grieve. Her father knew she did not want to marry him. "It is a shame," he said. "The lad was a good slaver. But there are plenty of other young men who would appreciate an alliance with our family. What about young Soren Jealous? 2 nights later, Soren Jealous was visited by the Lopper. The struggle did not take long, but Soren had armed himself with one small defense. A needle dipped in the ichor of a poison plant hidden up his sleeve, and my voice is starting to go. Excuse me. This has turned out to be a longer book than expected. And those voices, whew, they do take a toll. After the mortal blow, he collapsed forward and struck Kazag in the calf, the pin. By the time he had made it back to the Mindgore manor house, he was dying. Vision blurring, he climbed up to the eaves of the house to Pelia's window and rapped. Pelia did not answer immediately, as she was in a deep, wonderful sleep, dreaming about her future with her Khajiiti lover. He rapped louder, which woke up not only Pelia, but also her father in the next room. "Kazak!" she cried, opening up the window. The next person in her bedroom was Mindgore himself. As he saw it, the slave, his property, was about to lop off the head of his daughter, his property, with his sword, his property. Suddenly, with the energy of a young man, Mindgore rushed at the dying Khajiit, knocking the sword out of his hand. Before Pelia could stop him, her father had thrust the blade into her lover's heart. The excitement over the old man dropped. The sword and turned to the door to call the guard. As an afterthought, it occurred to him to make certain that his daughter hadn't been injured and might require a healer. Mindgore turned to her for a moment. He felt simply disorientated, feeling the force of the blow, but not the blade itself. Then he saw the blood, and then felt the pain. Before he fully realized that his daughter had stabbed him with Akrash, he was dead. The blade at last found its scabbard. A week later, after the official investigations, the slave was buried in an unmarked grave in the manor field, and Sergio Teres Mindgore found his resting place in a modest corner of the family's opulent mausoleum. I thought the Dunmer were ash. They got turned to ash. They were cremated. Maybe they were. Maybe they still got a mausoleum for the urn. A larger crowd of curious onlookers came to view the funeral of the noble slaver, whose secret life was as the savage lopper of his competitors. The audience was respectfully quiet, though there was not a person there not imagining the final moments of the man's life, attacking his own daughter in his madness, luckily defended by the loyal, helpless slave before turning the blade on himself. Among the viewers was an old armourer who saw for one last time the veiled young lady before she disappeared forever from Tyr. Very cool. Quite a long story, but fun. And since we're turning that book in, probably worthwhile that we read it now. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the episode. I'm going to take a little break, let my voice recover a little bit, and I shall see you next time. Bye for now.
What is it, Khajiit?